good evening, sports fans, on this late Saturday night, August 27th, 2016. It's time now for Saturday Night Sports Rapping in this late Saturday night. I'm Peter Wiggins, and let's start you off at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox are going to break a 3-game losing streak against the Kansas City Royals, and things look good for the Red Sox. Zenner Bogarts home to the 5 ball to left field. That scores Pedroia and Bogarts 2-0 in favor of the Red Sox, but that in the top of the second. Salvador Perez, home run on a 5 ball to left field, cuts the Sox lead 2-1 in the top of the second. And then Alcides Escobar ties it on a double that scores Alex Gordon tied it 2. But then the Red Sox get the lead right back. Jackie Barty Jr. hits the ground rule, double on a 5 ball to downfield right field line that scores Chris Young 3-2 Red Sox. And then Desmond Pedroia doubles on a line drive. Shortstop Alcides Escobar that scores Jackie Barty Jr. And Desmond Pedroia advances to the third on a 4-0 by shortstop Alcides Escobar 4-2 in favor of the Red Sox. And then bottom and fourth, Dustin Pedroia singles on a line drive. Center field of Paulo Rodando that scores Chris Young, and it was 5-2 in favor of the Red Sox. And then bottom and fourth. And then bottom and fifth, 2 back-to-back homers, one by Mookie Betts, 29th of the season, and Henry Ramirez, 17th of the season, makes it 7-2 Red Sox Blue 5. And then bottom and sixth, Zenner Bogarts hits the ground rule, double on 5 ball down the right field line that scores Aaron Hill, and was 8-2 in favor of the Red Sox. Then Salvador Perez homers on a 5 ball to center field as the Boston Red Sox improve their record at 72-57 this season with an 8-3 win over the Kansas City Royals. And David Price got the win. Give it 5 hits and 2 runs and strike out 7, and Danny Duffy got the loss. Next up, the Sox and the Royals square off in a Sunday night showdown in Fenway Park tomorrow night with Eduardo Wiggins, the man for the Red Sox, and Yordano Ventura, the man for the Royals. All right, let's look at some other sportsmen in the major leagues on this late Saturday night. In the top of the ninth, LA Angels leading the Detroit Tigers 3-2 at the top of the ninth. Top of the ninth, New York Mets all over the Philadelphia Phillies 12-1. Bottom of the eighth, Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Milwaukee Brewers 9-6. Bottom of the ninth, San Diego Padres leading the Miami Marlins 1-0. Middle of sixth, Texas Rangers leading the Cleveland Indians 7-0. Top of the eighth, Cincinnati Reds all over the Arizona Diamondbacks 12-0 through 4. Atlanta Braves leading the Syracuse Giants 3-1. New York Yankees thrashed the Baltimore Orioles 13-5. Colorado Rockies over the Washington Nationals 9-4 final 11 innings. Toronto Blue Jays over the Minnesota Twins 8-7. Los Angeles Dodgers over the Chicago Cubs 3-2. Chicago White Sox defeat the Seattle Mariners 9-3. Houston Astros over the Tampa Bay Rays 6-2, and the Oakland Athletics over the St. Louis Cardinals 3-2. All right. Here are the standings so far in the AL East. Toronto's got a 1-game lead on the Red Sox for first place in the AL East, with Baltimore 3 games behind the Jays for the first place in the AL East. And the Yankees of New York are hanging in there. 5.5 games behind the Jays, Sox, and the O's. So, the Yankees could make this interesting. Oh, this could be an interesting AL East in late August and September. So, this is the interesting race in the AL East to see who comes up top in the AL East. Okay, in the AL Central, it's the Cleveland Indians have a 4.5 game lead on the Detroit Tigers for first place in the AL Central. Texas Rangers get a 7-game lead on the Astros and the Mariners for first place in the AL West. In the NL East, it's the Washington Nationals have a 7.5 game lead on the Miami Marlins for first place in the NL East. Chicago Cubs a 14-game lead on the St. Louis Cardinals for first place in the NL Central, and the Los Angeles Dodgers have a 1.5 game lead on the San Francisco Giants for first place in the NL West. And wild card highlights. Take a look at AL wild card, and the Boston Baltimore are the wild card teams, with Detroit behind Baltimore for the final wild card spot in the AL West, and the San Francisco Giants and St. Louis Cardinals wild card teams with Miami Marlins a game behind St. Louis for the final NL wild card spot. So this should be an interesting playoff race in September to see who will decide who will go to the MLB playoffs. This should be exciting. Okay, take a look at down the farm in Pawtucket, where the Pawtucket Red Sox took on the Syracuse Skychiefs, and they lost to the Skychiefs in Syracuse 7-2. Okay. take a look at some NFL preseason scores on this late Saturday night. In a battle of New York, it's the New York Jets leading the New York Jets 17-14. Tennessee Titans leading the Oakland Raiders 27-14 with 14:24 left in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles Rams trailing the Denver Broncos 7-6 in the second quarter. And Kansas City Chiefs over the Chicago Bears 23-7. Detroit Lions lose to the Baltimore Ravens 30-9, and the Philadelphia Eagles over the Indianapolis Colts 33-23. Alright, let's take a look at some WNBA action. Where the Washington Mystics snapped their 7-game losing streak with a 92-69 victory of the Indiana Fever. Alright, take a look at some MLS soccer scores. 53rd minute, Houston Dynamo leading the Football Club Dallas 1-0. Philadelphia Union over the Sporting Kansas City 2-0. DC United over the Chicago Fire 6-2. Columbus Crew over the San Jose Earthquakes 2-0. Montreal Impact Toronto Football Club 1-0. And LA Galaxy Vancouver will get underway by 10:30 p.m. Alright, take a look at some sports news on this late Saturday night. When the Rams play the Broncos on Saturday night, there's a good chance that Tavon Austin is going to be the happiest guy in the field, and that's mainly because he's about to be millions of dollars richer. 49ers coach Chip Kelly told reporters Saturday that quarterback Colin Kaepernick's decision not to send for the tonight drive does not affect Kaepernick's place on the depth chart or any other football matters. Colin Kaepernick takes stand on civil rights, sits during the national anthem. Anthony Pettit's February debut was a successful one, and they dramatically chucked out Charles Oliver in the final round in the entertaining UFC on 21. Fox 21 co-main event. Paige Van Zandt returned to spectacular fashion on Saturday night with a vicious switch kick knockout to finish Beck Walls in their first fight back in the 9 months. Dallas Cowboys coach Jason Garrett reveals that quarterback Tony Romo suffered a broken bone in his back on Thursday night against the Seahawks, but he says it related to previous injuries in his covenant. Romo will be back in the field this season. Victor Martinez throws home after ejection and 3 hours are tossed. Florida State stringer and condition coach Vic Blue was arrested on DUI charges early Saturday morning with a alcohol of .124 and .125. Arrogate with Jack Smith wins the Travelers on Saturday at the Syracuse race course. Manchester United, Jose Mourinho praised Marcus Rashford after his late game winning goal and his overall style of play. A late goal by Marcus Rashford put the deadlock in the last minute, give Jose Mourinho's men a 1-0 victory over Hull City. From New York, it's a type of scenario that should catch the attention of an American golf fan. 2 weeks removed from the representing the U.S. as Reed and Fowl are battling for Barclays and Ryder berths. University of Maryland football dismissed 2 of the top defense players, Jermaine Grady and Alquin Muhammad, after violent NCAA rules, the school said. Senator Judge Mike McCoy on Triple C wants him here. Kansas City Chiefs squad quarterback Kenneth Acker traded with the San Francisco 49ers, and San Francisco Giants put PB on DL and called Suarez to start with the Braves. That's going to be for Saturday Night Sports Management this late Saturday, August 27, 2016. Prince will be on Good night with a good positive attitude. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for Sunday Night Sports Roundup right after the Red Sox Royals game. Good night. How about them Sox?